This conference will now be recorded.
So Jorge, that does our roll call. Are you going to do it this year, today, or?
Yeah, have Gabe do it.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Gabe, you can you do roll call, please?
Chair Newton.
Here.
Yes, if I turn on my hear me? Can you hear me? Hello.
Do you have a phone as well, Gabe?
Doesn't sound like you can hear me.
A word of advice to me: if you aren't speaking, will you mute yourself just so there's no microphone interference?
I'll go ahead and mute everybody, and then Gabe can go ahead and unmute himself. There we go. Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
Okay. All right. Roll call. Chair Newton. Commissioners Lawley, Brenneman, Perkins, Roth, Kopczynski,
here,
and Ikanoa. Okay. All commissioners present.
No, we're missing. Is Daniel here?
Oh.
I think Daniel's not here. Daniel and
Sorry.
yeah, no problem, no problem.
Stephanie.
Daniel, Stephanie, who else is missing?
Jesse.
Oh, Jesse, yeah, Jesse and Daniel are excused.
Sorry.
Thank you.
All right, so let's.
I am still having technical difficulties. I'm gonna.
And I'm recording it, Gabe, so I'll send you the recording.
All right, so we can move on to item number 3, which is the approval of February 25th meeting minutes.
so move. I move we approve the minutes.
Is anyone going to second or?
Wait, I've got an issue with the minutes.
Okay.
Somewhere in here it talks about Jill Ray running for state senate. I'm not sure that's true.
That is not correct. I'm running for U.S. Senate.
Yeah, so let's change that.
All right, so with those changes, any other changes that anyone sees? Good catch, Scott.
Thank you, Scott. I haven't even seen the minutes yet, so.
I want credit where credit's due, man.
Appreciate it.
I'm not running for senate.
All right, so any other additional changes? We can go ahead and get those changes made and approve them at our next meeting. All right. So scheduled business. We'll move forward with business for the public. Alex and it looks like we have Councilor Alex Johnson and Mayor Sharon Canopa and caller 3 and caller 4 respectively. Does anyone joining us today have any business to bring forth to the commission?
Jesse Brenneman and Scott Lawley invited me to come and attend the meeting, and so I'm here.
Awesome. Well, welcome. All right. So, seeing as you know,
I'm just here to listen. So, thank you.
Thank you. All right, so seeing that we have no business from the public, let's go ahead and move forward with agenda item 4B, the plans for the Human Relations Award presentation. So, Jorge, this is going to be all done remotely, correct?
No, we have all the awards ready to go. We were waiting for a council meeting that was going to be in a physical council meeting, but right now we don't have anything scheduled even out into July. So it could be we can choose, or you can choose to do it virtually sometime in July, or we can wait until August and see if we'll have a council meeting in person in August.
I'm fine with waiting till August. Does anyone have any qualms with that or any?
No.
So
Why don't we do it virtually? I mean, it's the new way of doing things. Was that sort of left then or something?
I'm going to do it. I mean, where we are right now, we're in phase 2. We don't know if or when we'll get to phase 3. According to our governor, it's going to be not until after July 6th or until there's a cure or a vaccine, neither of which seems to be on the horizon anytime soon. So unless the city decides that we can have meetings in public with the proper distancing, we can't keep stopping life.
Well, I would like to suggest that we go ahead and postpone until August. And in the event that we can meet, then we meet. At that point, if we need to go virtual, then we schedule virtual.
I think that sounds like a good idea.
That works for me too.
Plan on like the last city council meeting in August. And then if we're able to meet in person, great. If not, we'll do it remotely.
Yeah, we can schedule it for the second August meeting, and then we'll just have it either way. If it's in person, we'll have it in person. If not, we'll just have it in the agenda as a virtual item, and then the commission can award it virtually, and then we'll have the folks come in and pick up their award.
All right. So I don't think we need a formal motion, but is everyone cool with that? Just to make sure. Okay, cool. All right.
I'll go ahead and schedule it. Yeah.
All righty. So our next item is the HRC calendar event debriefs. So page 6 and 7. I have not done anything since we've been down. I'm sure if you guys, but you know.
I did attend the Black Lives Matter.
Oh, I saw you there actually. Yes, I was there.
Yeah, I was there. I interviewed some young adults from Corvallis, and then I interviewed a Black man who his wife is from the area. They're actually from Mississippi, and we did it all live. Phenomenal conversation with him. It was absolutely amazing conversation, and he loved the fact that I listened to his heart. And you know, at the end of the day, we have way more in common than we don't. And that's a message that I'm always trying to get out, is let's focus on what we agree on, and then we can work through the challenges that we have out there. But I love the fact that it was extremely peaceful, extremely well put together. So kudos to the organizers of the protest. It was as a protest should be, peacefully protesting. It was wonderful.
Great.
Yeah, I was there also. I've never been more proud of the citizens of Albany and everybody else that was there. It was just absolutely way beyond what I thought was possibly going to be there. It really morphed into something that was quite phenomenal, and I think it's got some good grounding. The police chief is all on board with working with things going forward, and kudos to Councillor Johnson for helping put it together at the last minute. I'm just very proud to say I'm from Albany and that we had a wonderful outcome to show how we were every bit as good as the people in Corvallis. Thank you.
I know. Yeah, I agree. When I told some friends that there are almost about 2,000 people there, they're like, in Albany? Wait, really? Like, yes, believe it or not. So it's great. And I was happy to see that people were, still being really respectful of social distancing, and I would say a good majority wearing masks. And, I'm happy that people are just really, really taking health seriously as well. And okay, so upcoming events and volunteer opportunities. Nothing really in person. I've seen the Parks and Recreation put on some great programs remotely. Kudos to them. But does anyone else know of any volunteer or upcoming events?
Well, if somebody is looking to volunteer, it's not, I can't say it's directly related to HRC, but with the shutdowns and everything else, the carousel just reopened a week and a half ago, and we've probably got about half as many volunteers as we did before, simply because the majority of the volunteers were all in that unique demographic. So everybody has to wear masks when you come in, but they've got, I'd say 95% of the shifts all still covered. So the thing is open, although it's open only 10 to 4, 11 to 4, not 10 to 5, but it is 7 days a week, and they're doing tours and everything, and the gift shop's open. So I'd say encourage people to come on down, and we have masks if people come in and do not have one with them, or just don't have one, period. We sell the masks for $1. That's definitely not covering the cost, but it allows the kids to go riding on all the animals, and so it's slowly coming back, and it's a good thing to watch happen.
Yeah, we went with my daughter, and she just absolutely loved it. But I'm very impressed with the sanitization, and so I'm also volunteer at the carousel, and going to try to volunteer more. So if you guys go on Saturdays, you guys can get a cool, tour from me. Spoiler, they're carving the dog downstairs, so it's pretty cool.
Yes, they've got the museum downstairs. The thing they've changed a little bit is that you no longer are able to take a full in-depth tour of the carving studio. You're stopped right at the entrance and you can peek in, but carving's still going on, painting's still going on. I'm down there 11 to 4 on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. So come on down and say hi, or come on down and get something out of the concession stand or the gift shop, or buy some tokens for some of your friends and kids, and let your inner child come out and get on a horse.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next agenda item, which is the highlights for the 2020 report presentation. I'm just going to say everyone's been in lockdown. We've all been doing, we had a few commission members attend the Black Lives Matter event, but going from, our last meeting February for the March, April months for the annual report of 2020 for next year, I'm going to say that'll be a blank. Unless anyone else has something. Okay. So I know it's not on the agenda, so maybe we'll move it. I'll do it for business information, but I do want to discuss the draft of the annual report I emailed over to everyone this afternoon. I'll bring that up in. So 4G, Jorge, do you want to go ahead and do updates?
Yeah, from staff update, I have a few items. The first one is, I don't know if you're all aware that Marilyn Smith is retiring. I've said it for a very long time.
I didn't know that.
And we're not immediately replacing her. We're going to be dividing her responsibilities, and Holly, Matt, Peter, and I are going to be taking over some of those responsibilities. Matt and Holly will be a common communication team and divide most of the responsibilities, but Holly will be overseeing the mayor and council support. So she'll be more dedicated to mayor and council support as well. I'll be overseeing the, there's a task force for, we're dividing some of the responsibilities, and code enforcement is one that I'll be representing the city manager's office moving forward. The other thing we have is that if you're not aware, the library is offering contact-free curbside pickup, so you can log into your account, or if you know of any children or a person that wants to do that, and then they just schedule it, and then you can pick it up in the library. So there's a service available for that. Also, in terms of parks opening, playgrounds, they're being inspected and cleaned up for opening. They're going to be opening, let's see what we have here. We'll open as soon as OHA guidance is received, but we're anticipating June 17th for the playgrounds to open. Basketball courts will remain closed, and closed for now. And then softball, as regular league plays begin the week of June 28th, with a prohibition against pre and post game gathering on site. Aquatics, lap swim teams, and fitness swimming begins June 22nd for people who pre-register. And then recreational swims start July 6th. That's for household pods or pre-register. Hot tubs aren't available. They're not going to be available for a little while. We're awaiting water park regulations in order to make a determination on cool pool. So that's still, we don't have information about that. And we're continuing to, we opened municipal court, and we have our Vern, our security guard, taking temperature on everybody that comes in, and anybody that has symptoms or after he goes through the process, he is not allowing those persons to come in. But those seem to be moving fairly good, and all employees as well that are coming into the building are checking the temperature and registering every morning, or at least once a day when they come in. So things are starting to move as normal as possible, and we're the city council continue to have meetings virtually. We just had one in-person meeting, but all the other meetings will seem to be working well, and we'll continue to do that until we are available to have in-person meetings again.
Fabulous. My daughter will be thrilled about the cool pool. She's been asking about it, especially on days like today.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll have to get a card together for Marilyn. Do you know when she officially retires?
I believe it's the end of the month, right? Maybe Mayor Canopa has more details. I haven't been keeping up with that, but I think it's the last, maybe the last council meeting of the month.
Right. It is June 30th.
Okay.
We have our usual big retirement type party, which would be so well deserved for her. It's going to be sort of a low key kind of outdoor one where we can keep our, social distance. But no, I encourage everybody to send her a card or greeting and congratulate her on her retirement. She's going to be greatly missed.
Yeah.
So I wanted to also review the annual report draft that I sent over to everyone this afternoon. Did everyone receive it? So, and I know that this isn't in the minutes, so I'm wondering, Jorge, would you be willing to share your screen, or I can share my screen and maybe we could walk through it page by page? And I just wanted to make changes.
Okay, let me make you a presenter and you can just share it.
Perfect.
Okay, make a presenter. And yep, you should have the ability to share. Okay. There should be a button that says the screen and then you can hit it.
Okay. I have to do my system preferences now. Accessibility features. Okay, one moment.
Okay.
I have to get my Oh,
You want, you can send it to
it
me.
would- okay, I did send it to you via email. Because yeah, once I go through my security changes, it wants me to restart my go-to meeting, which I'm happy to do, but I sent it this afternoon.
Go to my inbox here.
The subject line is RE Human Relations Commission meeting at 7 p.m. tonight at 7 p.m.
Okay, so it's searching right now. Okay, hold on a second.
Did everybody get a chance to read through it or take a look at it? Because I did this afternoon and it looked pretty darn good, Steph.
Thank you.
I would like to add something on there that's not on there, however, and
Mhm.
that would be for September 11th. There's no mention of Patriot Day. And I think that's in there for September 11th. We've got the Festival Latino, but I believe I know I was there. I think there were several members, possibly, besides me there at the Lynn County Courthouse. And I think it's really important that we include that in there.
I agree. And
There was a picture there, but
yeah,
picture.
No, I saw the picture, but there's nothing on the September calendar.
So when I'm looking at the approved minutes, so whenever we have our meetings and we have the monthly highlight, so whenever we determine during our meeting what the monthly highlight will be, that's where I was pulling, because or else I'm going to read through all of the meeting minutes for the entire year. So we thought it would be easier for us during the meeting to say, hey, what do we want to highlight for the previous month? And so that's what we did in September. So you can.
Well, if we could add that in there, it would be good.
Yeah.
I would be happy to. I was just explaining that I did not do it intentionally.
Oh, no, I didn't think you did.
Okay.
Okay, let me look at the presentations here. I have to move it from one machine to another, but where'd it go?
Can we resend it real quick?
No, I have it. I was just trying to move it because I'm running on two different machines, so I'm just moving it from one to another. One doesn't have email and one does.
If anyone has any additional photos they'd like to include, please send them my way. I did get permission from the AVA to use the photos from their contest.
Oh, I can't open it. There we go. Okay, let me just share it.
Stephanie, is there a caption on those photos? I don't.
I will be adding that in the footnotes.
Okay, thank you.
I didn't get that.
It looks beautiful.
Thanks.
Yeah, this looks really nice.
So, okay, so introduction stages, yes, we have the monthly highlights.
Let me know when you want me to move the page.
Okay, so maybe everyone, if we want to have everyone just read, please try to catch errors, because it would just be mortifying if, 5 years down the road, it's like, oh, hey, you got this date wrong, or you actually, typed something, incorrectly. So.
I got a question about it. Down at the bottom, I really like that the way you have the history in chronological order of who's been on the, who's come and gone. You said, what is it, subsequent commissioners? Well, down at my name, which of course I'm going to focus on.
Will you read out, let us know what page number that is so we can have Jorge move the meeting recording?
15.
Okay.
15?
15.
It goes from 4.
Oh, there's
Oh,
a, there's,
okay.
That one.
oh,
Yeah,
right there at the
yeah, at
bottom.
the top, right there. There's,
Oh, X's. I didn't fix
yeah,
those. I have sure.
like,
That's
X's mean it's dead, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does have a date. Your date's online. I just didn't have it,
Mhm.
so I have a folder. There's a, and I didn't add, and this is something actually I wanted to ask you guys. So I haven't added that Ray was appointed because he was appointed by Mayor Canopa in January 22nd, 2020. So I was thinking, I was like, do I add him on the,
No, 219 or 220, yeah.
yeah.
I saw that and was going to mention it. All of a sudden I just automatically appeared in the calendar.
And
That's what I thought. I was just like, oh, it's kind of silly. Kind of, so maybe I will just add you on.
And
And then,
that's a terrible picture of me. Can we get another one?
yes, send me whatever photos you want. Like, but please like label it because I have things that lost my email.
Okay.
But
I'll
please just
look
like,
back. I'll look for one.
please.
I have a question. We've got Graham on there twice on, well, mine says page 15, but it's probably page 14.
Let me see.
Okay, I'll move it. Hey, before I move it, I was gonna say, Chris looks so sharp. He looks like a kind of presidential candidate there.
Actually,
Yeah.
what they do is they give you a real nice retirement picture when you retire from GAPS.
Oh, okay. That looks really sharp.
Yeah, I'll give you a new picture.
So I'm seeing that, so on page 14, we have Graham, that he was appointed, and then
And
I
then-
also have in there that his term expired, and then someone replacing him.
Oh, I see. Okay. It's kind of weird looking when you look at it because I see. It's a timeline. Thank you.
Staff, you have Michael Thompson's name spelt wrong. He doesn't have a P.
Good, thank you. Like, again, I don't want to go down 5 years down the road and say, hey, I messed something up like that.
Stephanie, I just sent you an email to the Hello Stephanie Newton email that you have with pictures and things.
Oh, fabulous. Okay, so do we want to go back, Javier, why am I, sorry, I was reading Javier's.
No problem.
Sorry, will you please go to, yes, okay, so no changes here?
Nope.
Okay, so let's go to the next page. We have the Pride March, we have the Sunrise Park update, which was, Gina put in such a great note, basically verbatim of what Chris gave us for his update.
Hey, Jorge, in regards to the Sunrise Park, I'm assuming that any kind of completion is on hold at this point. My concern, though, is that the water verification, or whatever we want to call it, the wetlands study runs out in the fall, and I'm just wondering if we don't get it dedicated or whatever, do we have to start over again?
So, I don't think the dedication will impact this. If the work is completed, then we should be good, but I'll validate with Kim.
Right. Is the work completed? I don't even know if it's completed.
I'm not sure if it's completed, but I'll find out.
I think it was last year, and they actually had sort of a big event there. It was on the Wednesdays, Summer in the Parks last year. So I don't know if there is going to be a dedication. I have not heard. I mean, the park's been open; people can use it, but they did have that.
So I guess, Sharon, my question would be: has it been accepted so that is a completion date that it actually took place, so that it's off our plate?
I believe so. So I mean, this has been over a year now that the park's been being used. So I would think so, and I'm pretty sure that. I mean, we'd have to double check on the wetlands piece to make sure that it was fully signed off on.
And the only reason I bring it up is because sitting on the Community Development Commission with Ann, the last conversation we had in regards to the Sunrise Park was that we would get a notification when we would go ahead and have a quote unquote formal dedication, rededication of the park. And then that wonderful little thing, COVID-19, kind of happened. And we kind of, I assume, put everything on hold as far as any kind of public events. But I agree with you, there has been use of the park. My question is I don't want us to get in ringer if we have not really accepted the final, work completion documentation for that particular park.
Yeah, let's send Ann at our next Community Development Commission meeting next month and find out from her for an update. So,
okay.
Yeah, so we'll remember that one. Good catch. So,
all right.
I about that. So, thank you.
Okay, and then we want to go to.
Well, hey, Stephanie, you want to make sure that you had 9/11 on that September group
I'm
there.
taking notes right here, and I actually will confirm everything that I've written down right we're wrapping up.
Okay.
I'm taking notes, as I always do.
Next page.
Yeah, let's go to the next one. So, and I'm really excited about the December one, just because I know we've had a few really great, meetings already with some key stakeholders here in Albany. I had reached out to Jackson Street to see if they'd be able to attend, but today I was trying to get someone on, to be able to join us for our meeting today, but they are not able to at this time. So I will be rescheduling just as an update for the setting commission priorities and actions goal that we have for 2020. I'm going to be sending out emails to folks again to get some things, get meetings scheduled for the upcoming months, just to keep you all in the loop. Okay, so nothing.
Do we want to add anything in there about anything else like the downtown twice around parade or anything like that? I don't know. It's up to you guys. Those are just some of the things that bring our community together. A lot of work goes into it for some people.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm thinking a lot of the events that we have that are highlighted in our annual report, it's not just like a annual roundup of everything that happens in Albany. It's, I feel, what events have we attended that we're going to signal out in our meetings. We're always happy to add whatever we need to, but then also what goes towards our mission as well.
Well, you know what, Stephanie? I know that Joe Ray was in attendance at that particular parade, as I recall, and I would, as a commissioner, I would think we should want to go ahead and highlight some recognition from the standpoint that we did have an HRC commissioner that not only was in attendance, but participated.
Yes, we attended for a little while, but it was rainy.
It was.
Yeah, it was freezing.
Perfect. Joe Ray, do you know what date the downtown twice around, or if you can get it to me? I'm sure I could probably find it on the city website, but
First Sunday of the month of December. And that was December the 1st.
so I attended, Joe Ray attended. Anyone else from the commission attend? Did anyone else from the commission attend? Okay. What kind of leaf is that? Also, I hope everyone appreciates this little mouse here. I kind of thought he was waving goodbye. I know it looks like, he's singing. It looked like he was saying goodbye. So I added it. Okay, and then so the next page. We have the commission established, hasn't been changed at all. I kept the same language from the previous year.
Looks good, Stephanie.
Okay, and then, so let me read off my changes real quick. Add the 9/11 day. Add Ray to the timeline so it doesn't seem like he just appeared out of nowhere. Update Scott's dates to have an actual ending, because Scott didn't, I'm not sure if you didn't know this, you're actually never allowed to.
That's right. You're
It's a
in for life.
Here continually, perpetually.
It's fine with me. I'm happy here.
Yeah. Update some photos of from the roster once everyone sends them to me. And then Ray also sent me photos, he said, of events throughout the year, so I'll get those added as well. I'm going to fix Michael Thompson's name.
No, Stephanie, I only sent you pictures that I took at the recent protest march. That's the only ones that you said you were asking for more pictures. I don't know whether or not there's anything there you can use, but whatever.
Well, they'll be from the 2020 report, and I think I actually might get a head start on it because it'll be pretty easy right now. Okay, and then fix Michael Thompson's name to remove the P. Thank you, Sharon, for that one. Add photo credits from the AVA. I meant to do that, but I was feeling like I just didn't figure out how to format everything right. And then adding the downtown twice around parade. Anything else? Oh, and this is another thing, actually, Jorge. So we didn't have so we had on all the previous meeting minutes from previous years, we had whoever was visiting listed out, and this year we didn't.
We'll have to ask Regina.
Okay, because I wanted to be able to update the visitors, and
Okay.
I could maybe go through and like find if anyone ever spoke, but I don't think that it wasn't recorded in the minutes of who attended if they signed in.
Okay, I'll send her an email so she can actually provide that information to us.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, I'm
And this
making
was, Stephanie, this was from this last 12 months you're asking, right?
just this last 12 months. I know that 2018 was a little sparser, but that chalked up to folks weren't attending. But I know in 2019, Ray did attend prior to being on the equation.
Yeah.
And we had several people.
Well, we had several people that attended. I remember Nancy Greenman being in attendance. Ray was in attendance. Alex was in attendance, I believe, during 2019. So, yeah, I would venture to say that there might be several that she can come up with.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. All right, so I'll go ahead and get those edits made. If you guys want to, like, if we could set a deadline for getting any updated photos to me, that would be much appreciated, so we can get this finalized, and then I can make some a slideshow presentation for the city council. Would it be interested in presenting alongside me? Don't everyone jump at once. I'm also happy to present the slides by myself.
Stephanie,
Okay.
I'll help you out if I'm in town.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, so I'll go ahead and get those changes.
Stephanie, when is that?
A date hasn't formally been set, is that correct?
Yeah, we don't have a date, but I was just going to look at the schedule here. Do you want to do it the same day? Well, the second council meeting in August is the 26th. Do you want it the same day that we're talking about having the awards, or do you want to do it after that?
So let me
Or you can decide next month when we meet.
We can do, yeah, whenever. I'm not going anywhere. So
Okay.
available
So-
whenever. Have to do it remotely, you know, on Zoom or in person. So whenever, I'm not sure what the council has slated. So whenever they would be, you know, I'd like at least at least 2 weeks, because my plan is to actually try to track down folks that attended the events and talk about them and get like maybe a quote to add to the SlideShare presentation of, you know, hey, we attended the, you know, 9/11 event, and here's why it was a big deal to me, or here's, you know, I think that it's great, not just like for the presentation to show like, you know, why these kinds of events matter in our community, but also just for historical context to have that kind of experience recorded for future generations.
Yeah, it seems like the report looks very good. I don't think
Very
it's going to require a
comprehensive.
lot of change. Yeah. So if you want to schedule it, because I'm afraid that if we don't put it on the agenda, like for the August 26th, it might get filled up. Because I'm planning to put up the awards. We have a public hearing, tentative public hearing is there, but it's a 30-minute item.
Can I double check a date on one thing? Because I just realized I might be.
Yeah.
One quick second.
Okay. Next September would be.
Joe Ray, I just need to comment that you already look like a politician with your books behind you and your bookshelf behind you, like most every other politician that happens to make a comment. So you're starting off on the right foot. Who knows?
Thank
Well,
you.
truth be known, those are all, yeah.
No, these are real books. There's close to 400 books in here.
Well, I know I'm not insinuating anything. I'm just
No.
basically
It was
saying that it's pretty similar.
crazy. A friend of mine yesterday, she recommended a book to me, and so I'm sitting here and I'm going, wait a minute, I have that book, and I walked right up to the right bookshelf and pulled it right off and took a picture of it and sent it to her. I go, here you go. She's going, oh my gosh. I was like, who knew? My dream is to have one of those walls that's got the ladder on it. That's except for we're not moving, so I don't think I can convince George to punch a hole in the ceiling here to get me like a 12-foot ceiling. So.
Well, you could have the ladder, it'd only be 5 feet tall, and you'd have to angle the camera up from the floor. You know, so.
That's about it.
Jorge, can I confirm that it's the 26th, right?
Yeah, the regular council meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, August 26th.
Okay, I'm in town, and that is great.
Okay, so I'm going to add both of those items, the award and the report from the commission to take place on the 26th.
Perfect.
Okay.
It'd be really
Okay.
fortunate if I was out of town and someone else had to fill in for me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So is there any other business from the commission?
Well, you guys probably all noticed that somebody won a nomination. So it's kind of
Congratulations.
it's kind of crazy to be on this side of the primary, but especially considering that we can't really go very many places. So I started kind of scratching my head, going, okay, now I'm just so I think it's scheduled. It's weird. It's weird. The closest I got to the primary was when I was running against Mayor Canopa in 2010. I mean, to the general, but because we didn't have any primary. But anyway, it's kind of fun, and you know, we all want the same thing at the end of the day. We want success, and we want everybody to be happy. So that's my plan. You know, I'm just going to give out free happy cards to everybody for a vote. How's that? Wait, I can't do that. That's bribing. Darn it.
Ain't no campaigning, Joe Ray. Be careful.
I want everybody to have a smile. Don't worry. Be happy. I'll steal the song. Borrow the song. I mean. Anyway.
Well, and I know Scott Lawley got married. I know that's not something, you know.
Hey,
Congratulations, Scott.
hey, congrats.
All right, so
I just jump in. I understand, Scott, you're living over in my neighborhood now.
Yes, I'm your neighbor. I live on Looney Lane, right across the street from LB. So I can throw a rock at your house from my house.
Well, I do a lot of walking in the morning and after, especially in the mornings when it's cooler, and I walk down through those streets all the time. So you may see me out there.
Are you sure? Because I haven't seen you yet.
I'll be there walking around tomorrow morning, as a matter of fact.
so you've lived in all 3 wards in the last like year and a half, 2 years, I feel like.
You know, I think that's right. Holy smoke. But you know what? I'm not moving. I'm staying here. I'm dying in this house. I'm not going anywhere.
Oh,
So
okay.
where's the stuff with me?
All right, well, seeing there's no other business from the commission, let's go ahead and our next meeting date will be Tuesday, July 28th. Most likely will be remote. And everyone stay safe. And anyone want to move to adjourn?
So move.
Second.
Thank you.
Well, have a great
Thank you.
Night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.